Hey, this is Doug.
I'm Greg.
And this is Mike.
And you're listening to the It's Funny, That Makes It Okay podcast. And we hope you enjoy the show. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the It's Funny, That Makes It Okay podcast. I'm Doug.
I'm Greg.
And this is Mike.
And we hope you're having a restful Memorial Day, spending time with your family and friends. Or if you're listening to this passage, you had a good one. And take a few minutes to remember what the day is really about. You know, we're thankful for the people that made the ultimate sacrifice for the country. If you're listening here in the United States, that's what's going on here. So I'm going to just give a quick rundown and we'll jump right in. So I think Greg's got one thing right off the bat. I found an 8-question quiz that said if you're over 30, you will fail this quiz. So 2 of us here
are
double
that.
Over 30.
It's good to know I at least have a chance.
I can fail it twice.
Then we have my wife found a question that we're going to talk about, kind of a hypothetical, so we'll get into that. Then we've got some medical talk combined with food talk. So that's always fun.
It's always interesting.
And we're going to talk about mushrooms, magic mushrooms.
All right.
Literal food talking.
Yes.
Maybe.
And
that's not the sample this month, is it?
No, that
the product test.
I think Mike's got an interesting story of a guy who did some stealing, and then Greg's got a few job classifieds. It's been a while.
Yeah, they're got a couple of them. Yeah.
So let's jump in. Go right ahead. What's your gripe?
They're harder to find since Facebook got rid of their job classifieds, but we got a couple. So my gripe, very small one, but we're back to McDonald's. I've been waiting to get back to McDonald's for my gripe. And
Greg doesn't want to drop the hammer too hard, so it's got to be
does not.
Yeah, well, it's kind of, I'm being a little nitpicky, but it's still a gripe. So I got something there the other morning at the drive-thru, and
was it good service?
It's okay.
Oh, so you didn't get good service then? Maybe you got good service. Great service.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, wasn't bad, wasn't fantastic, but okay. But the thing is my order came to $2.50, and I gave her a 5. Now you would think, okay, that's easy, $2.50 back. That to me is 2 $1 bills.
Hang on here, I'm
2 quarters.
Punching that in. Yeah, that adds up.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that would be
good.
2 $1 bills and 2 quarters. But no, they give
5 dimes or
no, I got the 2 $1 bills, but 4 dimes and 2 nickels instead of the quarters back.
Were they out of quarters? Maybe they're low on quarters.
But they do this a lot, I've noticed, where if I give them cash, they don't give me quarters back. They give me all these dimes and nickels, and then my pockets are weighted down. I have change laying everywhere. It's like, just give me the 2 quarters.
Rich man problems. All the poor people are like, oh, poor Greg. He has so much money laying around.
I would give him my
He's like
dimes
Scrooge
and nickels,
McDuck.
baby.
You ought to see the basement down here that we're in the studio. He's diving around in coins and doing the backstroke and throwing them in the air.
Quarters.
Throws them on his bed, rolls around in them.
I said it was a small one, but it's still frustrating. I mean, you give them $5. I want 2 $1 bills and 2 quarters back. Next time, I think what I'll do is I'll have 2 quarters ready and give them that over, which will freak them out. They won't be able to give me back the correct $3, but we'll try it. We'll see if that solves the problem or not. So it all depends on whether I do it before or after they punch it into the register. If I do it before they punch it in the register, there's a good chance they'll give it back to me correctly. If I wait until they've already punched in $2.50.
Well, your order's been stored then. You're done. We've all know that's from an old episode. Once McDonald's stores your order, nothing can be changed. It is done.
Because I assume you've done that before where it's like you look at it, it's $2.75 or whatever, and you give them the extra change to make the difference so you get an even dollar back.
Yeah.
That just like blows the minds.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah, but
if it's $2.97, you give them $3.02. They're like, what? This is some kind of a grift. You're trying to mess with me. I was like, no, I don't want pennies. I don't want pennies.
Yeah. So they give you back 5 pennies.
$1 worth of pennies. That kind of blew up in my face.
Yeah. So, like I said, not a huge gripe, but I don't know. It's happened a lot more. It happens quite often. So it's like, are they always out of quarters? I know there's been a chain shortage in the United States at some point that supposedly started, but are there no quarters floating around?
I don't know.
Give it to me in Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, Bitcoin's going down, so I don't know.
That might be worth a quarter.
It might be.
So, anyways, that's all I got. Just a little small McDonald's gripe. I had to get them back in the rotation.
All right. All right. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to do this quiz, and I'm going to take it with you because I haven't seen it
flunk
either.
Quizzes. I'm a terrible test taker.
There's 8 questions, so and they're multiple choice. But I want you guys, we're going to lock them in before we push the button, so that way we all know what they are.
Lock them in.
Lock them in. So 1 through 8. Those of you listening, following along, get your pen and paper ready. Make sure you follow directions. Okay, so here we go. It says whether it's been 15 or 50 years since you graduated high school, we bet you'll have a difficult time passing this test. So let's see if they're right. And again, this is from playbuzz.com.
Playbuzz?
Not Playboy. Playbuzz.
So what kind of quiz
That's
we
a different
taking?
quiz. I would probably fail that one too.
In the article on page 14 of the September.
Yeah. Can you identify? No, I cannot anymore. I don't know what it is. I don't know what anything is.
Elon Musk. I don't know.
Okay. It says, who painted the Mona Lisa? I'll give you get four options. Yep. Van Gogh, Picasso, Leonardo da Vinci, or Monet? Anybody?
I'm locked in.
All right. What do we got?
I got Da Vinci.
Yep. C.
So do I. Da Vinci it is.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey, we all get a gold star.
I got a check mark.
Well, then you can't follow instructions. Directions. Which planet in our solar system is the largest? Venus, Jupiter, Neptune, or Saturn? I am locked in when you guys are.
Go ahead. Or
who was? What do you got, Mike?
I said Jupiter.
Jupiter. And it is Jupiter.
All right. Another check mark. Not a gold star.
How many hearts does an octopus have? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
This will probably separate us here.
Maybe. You locked in? Everybody locked in?
I think.
What do you got?
2.
3.
I said 4. So let's see.
1.
It was 3.
Ah.
Yeah. So I feel like I was pretty confident in that.
He ate some of that seafood salad from Costco. Saw the hearts.
In which state?
Oh, nasty looking.
In which state did the Salem witch trials take place? Virginia, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, or Washington?
I've got Massachusetts. I can't say that word. You know that. Massachusetts.
Yes. Agreed.
I have Massachusetts as well, and it is Massachusetts.
I was by there when I was out for some training in that state.
What is sodium chloride? Is it bleach, chlorine, salt, or sugar? You locked in? Mike's locked in. He's nodding his head, everybody.
Yep.
I am locked in.
I am. Salt.
Let's see. Oh, it was sugar. I'm just kidding.
I knew it was sugar, but I wasn't sure about. Bleach kind of was like, eh.
Which ocean is the largest? The Indian, the Pacific, the Arctic, or the Atlantic?
What was the first one?
Indian. I'm locked in.
Yep.
Doo-doo.
Arctic.
I said Pacific.
I said Pacific. Let's find out. Pacific.
I was taking a gamble that it was.
How many days are in February during a leap year? 28, 29, 30, or 31?
42. No. 29.
Yeah, 29.
And it is 29. Now this one might be a little difficult. In which year did women get the right to vote? 1933, 1902, 1940, or 1920? Doo-doo-doo. Greg, I think you were 6 when this happened.
I believe 1920.
I'm going to go
Are you locked
40.
in?
I'm going to go 40.
I said 1902, so let's find out. You said 40?
I said 20.
It was 1920.
Yeah.
All right.
So I believe I did fail that.
You failed it?
I missed 2 out of 8.
I missed 2.
I got a 7 out of 8. I got an 87. Woo!
Stupid octopus hearts.
Well, I got a 75, so that's still passing.
Yeah, still passing.
Yeah, we got 75.
we're still, we didn't flunk. Yeah. This was pretty indicative of my school years.
Yeah, 75. I think that's part of it. All right. Well, hopefully all of you out there listening did much better than we did. Maybe not better than Mike. He was pretty solid.
Yeah. It was the last one that got me.
All right. Well, let's go. My wife came across this hypothetical question. She said, why don't you guys do this? So I said, okay, sure.
So the question is hypothetical?
Yes.
Okay.
If Doug were to ask a question.
If I were to ask a question, how would you
It would not be a
answer that?
real question. It's a hypothetical question that Misha found.
Yes. If your wife was happy. Oh. Those are all hypothetical. I'm just kidding. Relax. What part of elementary school do you wish you could incorporate into real life? So in your day-to-day real life, whatever. It could be work, could be any part of your real life. What aspects of elementary school do you wish that you could incorporate? Of course, the first one is nap time,
Yeah, nap time.
Around 2:00, they just turn the lights off. You
Throw
get your
the mat
carpet
down.
square.
Yeah, throw the mat
Lay
down.
down. That would be good. How about snack time? Bringing in some snacks.
yeah.
You get some good snacks.
Yeah. We used to get to buy candy bars and have them for our snack time.
In
I don't know
school?
if they gave us the correct change or not, but
In elementary
yeah,
school?
in elementary school, there were certain days of the month that we could bring. Well, back then, this was in Alabama, so it was second grade. You bring in like your
We never
quarter or
got
50 cents, and they would.
Candy bars in
Yeah,
school.
it was like I remember getting M&Ms.
No. I don't remember getting snacks really in school unless it was somebody's birthday or like a holiday party.
Yeah.
Let's say was it a bake sale, Greg? Is that?
No, this was just
Oh.
they had like you could order like I forget what it was. I mean, I was second grade, so I don't remember real well. But it was like it seemed to me that it was like you could bring in money on like Monday, and then on Friday they would bring around candy. This was Alabama. They do like a lot of sweets down there, sweet tea, things like that.
I remember from my grade school, we had like bake sales.
Yeah.
every so often. I love those.
Yeah.
You get the puppy chow from the bake sale.
Good old puppy chow.
So we didn't have any of that. Nothing.
Well, in your one-room schoolhouse,
It was about a one-room schoolhouse. It was a little bitty.
you only had two
country
parents,
house.
so you couldn't have the baking
No,
sales.
we couldn't. So I was thinking too, like recess, bell
Yeah.
rings.
Oh, I
Get one
thought
in
you
the
almost said
morning, one in the afternoon.
recess there for a second.
Yeah, recess and recess. Recess at recess. Woo! So you go out, play ball tag. Boom.
Yeah, Foursquare.
Foursquare. I love the
Yeah.
Foursquare.
Yeah. Did you like tetherball?
No.
Not really.
I didn't either. I
You
didn't.
just hit it and
Lori
just go
liked it a
around.
lot.
I didn't understand it. Like, what is the point of this?
No, because some bigger kid would get, and they would just wing it, and I'd stand there and watch
I was
it.
short, so I mean, it wasn't a lot of fun because they would do that where they'd hit it down and it would go flying way up in the air above my head. I'm like, well, this is a lot of fun. This is great.
Yeah. That's demoralizing. And I don't mean this to be sexist, but when the girls would beat you, it's like,
Well, you might not have
because you got
meant it to
some
be
that are
sexist,
pretty
but
good. But it was.
Nobody wants to be sexist.
That's right. Nobody
But
wants
sometimes,
to. You have to.
sometimes you do have to. So we can do swings or teeter-totters.
Yeah.
We're all a lot bigger now.
Swinging
I
as an
don't know, the
adult.
teeter-totter might break.
Swinging as an adult takes on a whole different meaning.
No, they were swinging in it. What? I don't think I want to go to that recess. I'm out, guys. I am out.
Yeah.
I see
Who would you like to swing with?
nobody here. Yikes. I see an ambulance at work every day too with all this.
Yeah.
Somebody is getting taken out every day. Never going to happen.
Yeah.
That kind of going along with recess. So PE, some guy sitting at his desk, all of a sudden he just gets hit in the head right in the face with a big red rubber ball.
See, but PE would stink because, you're going to have a PE coach then. So he's going to come in, he's going to say, go out and run the 600.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Climb this rope.
Daniel, get up here.
Yeah. Man, did you not bring your outfit again today?
Yeah. I don't have my black trunks and heather blue shirt that I'd have to wear for PE class.
Those shirts
Nor
and
your
skins would not
jockstrap.
be very,
No.
not be very fun anymore.
Yeah, no. Or the shower. I don't want to shower.
Yeah,
I'm
as
not
a group.
showering. Yeah, not showering. Yeah, and I'm not a skin either. We're going to shirts all the time, man.
Man, I don't think
That's
I
a lot
could.
of skin anymore.
We played that crab soccer. I don't think I could even
geez.
crawl around
If
like
I just
that.
got down, I'd just be down. I couldn't get up.
Kick the ball to me.
I get the little carts with the little caster wheels on
You
them.
can run your fingers over.
Oh,
Scoot around and through the hallways.
Mine
at
would need a
work.
motor on it.
Or music.
Yeah,
we could have
music.
They push the piano in. A heavyset lady would come. My wife said, "Why heavyset?" I said, "All of my music teachers in elementary school were heavyset women. They would come in, sit down, play the piano. We'd sing songs. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever it was."
Back to PE class too, they would make you square dance as well. So during work, you'd have to do-si-do and,
Okay,
You didn't have to square dance in PE class?
I think we did.
we did 1 year, and it was like one semester or something that year, and then it was done. It was,
We didn't
Yeah.
have to, but we all requested it. So, and then what? You could have a substitute. So your boss is, sick. They bring in the substitute. I'm Mrs. Kinney. I'll be the substitute. Just write your name up on the
You
whiteboard.
should have spit wad at her.
Yeah. Nobody's doing any real work today.
Yeah.
You're telling her all kinds of wrong things.
Yeah.
playing Minesweeper or something.
Yeah, this is part of my job. I have to debug this program.
Yeah.
If I hit one of the mines, then we got to redo the whole thing.
That's terrible.
It's awful. So you could always get the substitute off on a question too. Get them off on something.
Well, and the substitutes were always like the oldest people they could find to fill in as a substitute too. It's like, at least that's how it was in my experience in grade school.
Yeah.
It's like, man,
Tell the teacher you got to go to shop class, and then you go out and start building stuff out in the back.
That kind of ties in with it's art class. They bring a big tub of like paper plates and yarn. Like, all right, we're gonna make a craft. Or shoebox, you make a diorama
Yeah.
with some Play-Doh and stuff.
There you go.
I used to like that.
I like the dioramas.
We did a jungle diorama. You had to make a jungle. Now it would be the rainforest, but it was a jungle when I was. So I made a little
It's
tiger.
been clear cut. All it is little pencils sticking up.
I took a lighter and made it all scorched, so it's all burnt, like dried
Oh, it's my
out.
California one.
The tiger's dead. Leopard's dead. Yeah, your California one has little homeless people that stab you with a stick when you get no. You brought up a good one, the teacher-parent conference.
oh gosh,
Bring your parents into work.
Your boss is there. You got to bring your mom. Got to have a teacher-parent. I got a conference with my boss. Mr. Mr. Gennard, Mike is a real pleasure to have in here, but we feel like he could apply himself a little more. He's a little disruptive, and he talks too much to the other people. Whoever's around him, they get less productive. If we move them away, they're a little more productive. He's not living up to his potential.
Yeah.
These are all things that were on my report card all the time.
You have to show him a project or something you've been working on.
Along that same lines, Mike would have to go sit out in the hall during the day because he was talking to someone.
Then he gets a book. He has to take it home and have his mom and dad sign it every night. I did my stuff. I'm fine.
Go to the principal's office.
Now, this is just for 6 weeks, Mike. And then after that, we'll have another one and we'll see where you're at.
Yeah.
Oh. You do show and tell?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
See, I picture that's more for when you're home with your wife. Hey, I got some show and tell.
Well, I hope it's not at work if you're thinking, along that line.
Well, you were swinging at work. At least I'm with my wife. Oh, but anyway, that was it. I don't know if you guys have anything. Those were the things I had written down. I don't know if you guys.
I was thinking about holiday programs.
Ooh, like where
I
like the holiday
you go down
program.
to the gym, and so you signed up. Maybe you got to sing in a group.
Halloween, we get up, we march around, do our costume parade through the office.
Go to different desks, get candy.
Valentine's, you had to make a box. Oh, nobody put Valentine's in my box.
I hate you.
Yeah. That's what all of our Valentine's would be at work.
I would like to take field trips at work.
Ooh,
that is a great one.
Yeah, I like the field
fun
trips.
places.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to my customers.
No.
See,
Those are awful field trips.
I'd still have to go to the one where they teach you to ride a bicycle. Did you ever go to that place?
To your field trips. You don't get to leave.
Yeah. Oh, wow. They're all having fun.
Yeah, we've got Greg on Skype. Oh, look, it's a candy factory.
We went to Six Flags.
Sorry, Greg. It's all remote for you. That's terrible. So, I don't know. I got nothing else.
Well, I rode the bus to school, so I guess, ride the bus to work, ride the bus around town.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Because it'd pick me up like an hour before I had to be at work, and I'd sit on the stupid bus.
Take you out in the country to drop someone else off.
Well, I was out in the country, so.
Oh, you were the ones.
Always the first one picked up,
And
always the last one
yes.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got the longest. We had the worst of it both ways, at the morning and at night. It was awful.
Yeah.
All right, so anything else there?
I can't think of anything.
All right. Well, I'm going to move on then, unless you look like you're thinking of something.
No, I just,
You got a bad tummy, or what's going on?
No,
you look like
it's that frozen
you look
meal.
like the little baby twins over there when they get that look on their face, like, oh, what's happening over there with Greg?
Yeah. Well, there's the bad portions of school too, like the bullies.
Well, yeah.
Bully comes into work and
Nicknames.
tells you to
Good bad
put
nickname.
your shirt tail in.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg's bully made me dress better at school. We went through that one before. Every day, tuck in your shirt. He's traumatized by it. Mike and I are trying not to get swirlies in the toilet and get our, atomic wedgies, and Greg's getting mad because this guy's giving him a dress code. Your tie's crooked. That's not a winter knot. What's the matter with you?
Never had to wear ties, but there was the shirt tail thing though.
Yeah. There's your monocle and your pipe. Oh man. All right.
Band practice. I could go down to the practice room and practice,
Yeah.
tracking some keyboards or, playing some drums or something.
What about detention? You have to stay late afterward.
Ooh, that would
that's
not be
the
good.
worst.
Suspension would be okay.
Suspended. Where's Greg? He was suspended for 3 days. Oh, that's too bad.
He kept talking.
Broke the dress code.
Broke
That's
the
right.
dress code. Oh man. So, yep. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think that's about it.
All right. Well, I'm going to move on. I got this. My wife had some medicine.
Did she find another question?
No.
Oh.
Hypothetically.
No, this is real. No, she had some medicine, and she was reading the instructions on it. She goes, see if you can understand this. And so she just sent me the picture, and I was like, I have no idea. So anyway, here's one of the warnings. Do not drink alcohol or take products that have alcohol or propylene glycol while taking this drug. And for some time after the last dose. She's like, what is that? What is some time? Sometime after, for some time
Just pick
after
a
the
time.
last dose, you better not have any alcohol or anything that has propylene glycol in it. Like, what does that mean? And for some time later?
When you reach sometime.
Well, yeah, shouldn't you say, it should be like 2 days or a week.
Yeah.
Or find what the minimum is and then pad it with a couple days.
Right. Even if it is a couple days, just say a week.
Yeah.
And
For some time. Like, I have no idea what that means.
I think she needs to call the doctor and get clarification. What is sometime?
Yeah. And then it was kind of the same thing. It says, warning, breastfeeding is not recommended while using this drug and for some time after. Again, I don't know what that means. Just like you said, give me a time period. Give me a day, 7 days.
yeah, even if it's longer.
2 weeks.
Just right, like you said, just pad it a little bit.
Yeah, 72 hours, something.
Yeah.
I don't know
Anything.
what for some time is. It's like, why would they even put that on? Well, we got to cover our bases. How long? We're not sure.
Just put sometime.
I mean, it could be a year. It might only be a day, but we don't know.
It's just sometime.
So, yeah,
Well, you
yeah. He's
decide.
like, wow, there we go. Sometime. We're golden. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, I came across this other article here. This actually was in the Babylon Bee, but I went to the actual article from the Daily Mail across the pond, our good friends over in the UK. They came up with a new cereal. Actually, they didn't. I think this is... I just lost where it was.
Well, and if you guys remember, as Doug is pulling that up, we have covered extensively
tie-ins.
the cereal product.
Well, they're tying into something else here.
Yeah, they are quite tight.
Cereal companies are overwhelming the market with literally anything that you can think of. Some cereal company or brand has made a cereal product from whatever you can think of.
Yes, it is. And this is actually from Spain. So, they have come up with a new cereal here. Now, it's raspberry flavored, which seems appropriate.
Well, that's good.
Oh, it's actually a Swedish company. I'm sorry. They made this. It's a. It says make womb for breakfast.
Oh,
Uterus-shaped cereal aims to normalize conversations about periods at the breakfast table.
I've
And they're
never
better place.
ever had a
And their
period
little red
conversation.
uteruses that
It's Swedish. Are they like Swedish fish? Are they like rubbery?
baby. Does it turn your milk red?
Ooh.
I don't know. They could tie this in with Tampax or I don't know what other brands there are. Kotex. Is that a brand? I think that's a brand. It says here, a uterus-shaped cereal has been launched with the goal of putting conversations about periods on the table. Feminine care brand Intimina. I don't know what that is. Intimina? Yeah, Intimina. Developed its raspberry-flavored Period Crunch.
Oh, period crunch.
Which, do you want crunch and period going together? I mean, they're not helping this. To encourage families to discuss menstruation more openly at breakfast. Does anybody want that? Was this a problem?
Nobody wants.
Nobody wants that.
Literally, no one wants it.
Okay, Mikey, eat your cereal. Oh, thanks, Mom. I'll be going to lunch. Okay, and just so you know, I started my period today. Okay, I'm going to go kill myself because I can't take this. No, nobody wants. Who is clamoring for more table talk about menstruating?
Over breakfast.
Do you only eat these once a month? Like for 7 days in a row or so? Or
5 to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you go to
Usually
work,
very angry about
and
it.
if you've gone to work and you've forgotten to eat them, you could
We're
say,
out of milk. God darn it. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, if you've gone to work and you've forgotten to eat them, you could say, I skipped my periods this morning. Could be a problem.
Could be a problem. Says, despite being marketed as womb shaped, the cereal actually resembles the entire female reproductive system. Which, to be honest,
It's like you get one
if
flake
somebody
in your
just
bowl.
showed me this, I wouldn't have a clue that's what it was.
No.
What is this? Like, I don't know.
It's
Some kind of a
little
funky
X's.
looking T or a Y? Maybe it's a bird. Can you give me a hint? Sounds like, what is it? What does it do?
I hope they don't decide we need the male reproductive system in cereal.
They might. Says the wheat-based cereal is a PR stunt which won't actually ever go on sale. Is dyed red to mimic the color of blood. So, yeah. They want to truly normalize
Quit
the
normalizing
menstrual
things.
cycle. Although it won't ever be on the supermarket, it says people can get a free box by contacting the Swedish company.
Oh, you better order away for some. That could be a product test for us.
It says a survey of more than 2,000 people by the company found 48% of girls and women are too embarrassed to talk about their period. You know what won't embarrass them? Cereal about it. Sit down, girls. What is this? Period crunch. Now, are you menstruating? It's like, oh, I don't want to talk about this.
He's sitting there eating these. Can you hand me a napkin?
Yeah. And they got a close-up of these. Again, I'll just roll one up and stick it in my mouth. Oh, no. Now, that was too far. That is the example of the joke you do not tell. I got to stop. I'm going to stop because I got about 3 more chambers and I better stop. Yeah. If somebody just showed me that, I wouldn't know that was what the reproductive system looks like.
At least not in cereal form.
I've never seen it like that. That's for sure. I'd be in big trouble. It says because of the ongoing stigma around menstruation, period conversations remain difficult and embarrassing for people, even with loved ones. Again, if my wife has problems and she would need to talk about something, she can't. It's not like we're just going to sit down and, yeah. Wow, I'm having heavy flow this week. I'm like, what? Pardon me? What's happening? What are we doing? Oh. Period Crunches box is illustrated with a diagram of the female reproductive system to help educate children.
Why?
I don't know.
Because they have nothing better to do.
Now, it does say here, this is where I said it was Spain, but this was actually something different. So the Spanish government today, the Spanish government approved a bill which granted paid menstrual leave for women who suffer from severe period pain in what would be a first in Europe.
Oh, I thought that was for people who were in minstrel groups and they go around playing minstrel music.
It could be. So anyway, there we go. We have womb for breakfast, uterus shaped cereal. But I did get to thinking, like you were saying, I think this opens up room for more cereals.
Because we need more.
We do. Because
sure.
there's, things maybe people aren't comfortable talking about a lot of other things. What about honey bunches of hemorrhoids?
Ooh.
Get them, we pour them out and they're shaped like little hemorrhoids and popping down there. They turn your milk chocolate.
Oh. Yeah. Yuck.
We could get icing that it comes in a tube. You have to squirt it on it before like preparation A.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
What about like prostate pop? They're shaped like little prostates.
Yeah.
It's for prostate
You've got to
health.
reach into the box and pull those out.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yes.
The box is real tight. You got to get that arm in there, pull it out. I was trying to think we need something for ED. I thought grape nuts, not grape nuts. It's grape nuts. I got to help the people with the ED. You put it in milk and it gets stiff.
Oh.
Or maybe that would be better as like a breakfast biscuit. So when you put it in the oven, it rises up. Right? We're helping out. We're just trying to help people. We're trying to spread, make everybody spread awareness,
Yes.
make people more comfortable with all of these medical.
Well, we want to be fair because all we've got here is, this one. We don't, we got to have other stuff.
No, I'm going to be fair. I have zero interest in talking about any male stuff with anybody. I just do not know. I don't want to sit down to breakfast and, Greg's like, Well, speaking of ED, yeah, we can stop right there.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about.
I don't think they
that.
want to hear about, man, my prostate is swollen up like a grapefruit. Speaking of breakfast, it's like, yeah, I don't have an appetite anymore. I'm kind of done with breakfast. All right. So anyway, that was all I had for that one. I don't know if you guys have anything else that you want to add.
New from Kellogg. UTIs.
Yeah. Say, leave it to cereal, man. Leave it to the cereal companies.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get into everything. All right. Well, I found this article. I was talking about kind of keeping in the food vein. We have magic mushrooms. They did this research, and they said mushrooms can talk to and protect each other with up to 50 words. I thought, that is kind of interesting. It says, as if mushrooms didn't seem magical enough, this is again from our friends over across the pond, UK scientists have found that multifaceted fungi can reportedly talk to each other and even have bountiful vocabulary. Research detailing their alleged fungal correspondence was published in the journal Royal Society Open Science. So it says that they found that these fungal languages exceeds European languages, and I can't even. Okay, we're going to skip that because it says in a bunch of big words that I don't know how to pronounce. So, but it did say to find out if mushrooms indeed communicate, and not just with psychedelic adventures. Adamatsky, that's the scientist's name. Adamatsky analyzed the electrical impulses of 4 species of mushroom: the Anaki, split gill, ghost, and the caterpillar fungus. So the fungal linguist accomplishes
Fungal linguist.
by
I like
inserting tiny electrodes into the dirt colonized by the mushrooms. The threads that compose the mushrooms hypae, Hypae, and what that is, that's just,
we're going to need a cereal for that here pretty soon.
Yeah.
We probably will. Says that's the threads that compose the organism's roots, known as the mycelium. So I guess they kind of have a shared root system with these mushrooms. So he stuck these electrodes down in there, and then he started recording what would happen. And as it turns out, the scientist wasn't tripping. Adamatsky found the electrical spikes often occurred in clusters mirroring human vocabulary and employing up to 50 words. So I was like, that is pretty incredible. It says, we demonstrate that distributions of fungal words length matches that of human languages. The split gills, a species that resides in rotting wood, generated the most complex sentences, like in quotes, of the 4. So supposedly they can even like communicate in complex sentences. So I'm reading this. I'm like, wow, this is kind of interesting that they can.
What were they saying?
I don't know.
I identify as a potato.
Maybe they could have. It says scientists postulate that the mushrooms chat in order to make their presence known to other members of the cluster. Hey, I'm here. I'm a mushroom. I think this is it's much like wolves howling to alert the pack. So maybe they're like, like they're howling. Oh no, I'm being chased by a pack of mushrooms. Look out.
It's probably a sound we hear at night that we don't know what it is.
Says that they're trying to tip off fellow fungi about potential threats, which I don't know what you're supposed to do. Like as weather. Look out, we've got bad weather coming in. Okay. I can't move. I'm stuck.
I've only got one leg.
That guy's coming right at you. He's going to step on you. I can't go anywhere. This is horrible. So I read all that thinking, wow, this is really fascinating. And then down towards the very bottom, I ran into this paragraph. There's also another option, and that is they're saying nothing at all to Adamatsky.
Are you kidding me?
Propagating
that is the other
mycelium
option.
tips. It said propagating mycelium tips are electrically charged, and therefore, when the charged tips pass a pair of differential electrodes, a spike in the potential difference can be recorded just as a natural phenomenon. So all of this, he's like, hey, mushrooms can communicate. They can talk. They're like wolves. They're like, or it's just some natural occurring phenomenon that has nothing to do with them talking at all.
Yeah. Or they don't.
This is why people hate experts, because you're not an expert in any. You bring all this up. They have this whole.
Gosh.
Yeah, the article is titled "Mushrooms Can Talk and Protect" with up to 50 words. You're reading about it. So they're like wolves. They travel in packs. They warn of danger. Or it's just my electronic equipment is getting spikes just from things in the air. Like what? Okay, I'm done.
He had,
I'm
he had to justify
Oh, my
his scientific grant that he got.
Yeah.
We need to get some money, and I'll study whatever. I don't know. I still like our study from about a month ago where we give monkeys dope and record what they do for $65 million. I would have done it for $20 million.
I'm going to explore periodos.
That'll be all you on your own. I have zero interest in that one. But I just thought this is ridiculous. Okay, whatever. But anyway, that's all I have.
I got nothing on that.
It said here that there was a study from 2018 in the United Arab Emirates that found that insulting plants can be detrimental to their health.
Insulting them?
Insulting them. You stupid, dumb mushroom. You dumb carrot. Look at you all bent and nasty looking. You're skinny. Nobody will eat you.
That's why my plants never grow good. I always go
How
out
does
there.
this affect vegans? I mean, they're always don't eat meat. It's harmful. Well, now you found out mushrooms maybe can talk. You're going to pick them in and like, oh no, don't eat me. Don't eat my mommy. No. Now all you vegans are going to have to try to deal with this. You know,
Before you slice them onto a pizza.
There's other fruit and vegetables that'll be talking.
Yeah. You see what they're doing to the mushrooms?
Yeah. Cauliflower's probably mad. They don't even just eat it. They mash us into everything else. That's how, I'm not good enough just by myself. You got to turn me into everything else.
You make a delicious pizza crust.
I'm just supposed to be cooked and eaten. That's it. Poor cauliflower. All the vegans and keto people are crushing it up, making it rice and pizza. It's awful. It's just awful. Giving its life for nothing. All right, I'm going to start a whole campaign to save the cauliflower.
Doug has found his calling.
Yes.
I have.
The cause.
Are the mushrooms going to be part of it?
Oh, they're the spokesman.
Okay.
I'm just going to put them up there in front of the
They have
microphone.
extensive vocabulary.
They'll be taking
50
questions
words.
now.
That's
Cauliflower.
That's fake news. Sit down, CNN. You're stupid. The mushrooms. Not me. All right, that was it. That's all I had for that. All right, Mike, where are we going?
Going down to Texas.
Woo! Everything's bigger in Texas.
This was a funny story. So summer's coming up. So we've been mowing the yards already here.
Multiple times a week already.
mine.
Yep. It's like that. Before you know it, you got to turn around and mow again. I saw this headline that was kind of funny.
Gotta watch out for the mushrooms.
You do.
I
Well,
ran over,
now I
ran
feel
over
bad about
one.
it.
That's right. You might have
I
to
hit
mow
a
Couple
around.
couple.
heads off.
Yeah.
A bunch of them. Lopping their heads off.
Man.
You make one pass, you take out half of them. The
It's
other
like the French Revolution in my house. A guillotine.
Yeah.
It's a bloodbath out there.
the other half are just waiting for their time to
They're
come.
shaking.
It's like,
It's like a horror movie. Slasher movie. Like, "Mah." Telling
my
their
gosh.
stories to the kids. We were all there, and then we heard this rumbling. This giant came with blades, twirling around, cutting our heads off.
Oh my gosh. Well, now I can't not think about that the next time I mow around.
You're going to feel bad about it.
I know.
You're going to mow around them.
See, I was mean. I had a couple big ones on the front yard, and as I was mowing past them, they were a little low for my blade, so I just kicked them with my foot. Broke their heads off.
You stomped on them. You picked them up and held them into the blade. Laugh maniacally.
As they're screaming.
He hates dogs and mushrooms. These.
I don't mow over dogs, though.
Well, that's thankful. That is thankful.
At least there's that.
And I'm glad you said it because it needed said. Because everybody was wondering. It's like, Greg's probably mowing over the dogs.
There have been some dogs missing in town.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, speaking of mowing,
That was a great segue. We derailed your whole segment there, Mike. Sorry. Go ahead.
oh my gosh. So the headline of this one, this is from Not the Bee. It says, Texas thief steals lawnmower, takes time to mow victim's front and back lawns before fleeing the crime scene. Might be one of the most courteous criminals ever.
I guess so.
So this is in Port Arthur, Texas. And this actually occurred back in April. On April 1st, which it's like, this is a weird prank, but police say they have identified the criminal. Name is Marcus Hubbard. He was, as of this time, not located, so I don't know if they found him or not. But
just wait till his grass gets tall.
That's right, or someone else's grass. Maybe that's what he's after. It says master plan was foiled when the homeowner saw the man on his security cameras, called the police. The criminal was forced to ditch the mower in a nearby alley and avoid.
He was probably edging the alley.
That's right.
The mower was up on blocks and the wheels were gone, though.
That could be.
He just needed the wheels.
Parts.
That could be.
Well, can you imagine? It's like this was occurring at night, so it's like on the camera footage. You're checking it's like 2 a.m. Why is somebody mowing the yard? 2 a.m. You look on your cameras. Why is somebody mowing my yard with my mower?
I think your neighbors would be pretty upset too. Like, what the
I
idiot
didn't
doing?
schedule this.
Who is mowing at 2 a.m? I would have been yelling out the window, like, shut it off.
Come outside, your yard's mowed. The whole yard, front and back. And he even actually gassed up the mower, too.
Did he put the little flag in the yard that he had done it?
Maybe he was
like
just
the
starting
weed services?
Yeah. He was starting his own business, his mowing service.
There's a bill on your front door.
I gotta borrow the mower, though. I gotta go hit the alleyway real quick. I'll bring it back.
Fly-by-night mowing.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. So at least, he's got some common courtesy about him. If you're going to steal the mower, at least mow the yard before you steal the mower.
Yeah, and I think a lot of criminals out there, we know you're listening, all right? We have a huge criminal following. Could take some tips from this guy. Like, what do they go when they go and loot the store? They actually face the shelves of the stuff they don't want. Or face the shelves. We'll make it look good.
You don't want to leave a mess.
Clean up the glass before you leave. You bust the window, you take your stuff. That's right. How hard is it to grab a push broom, sweep it off to the corner? Maybe somebody grab the dustpan or shovel.
Mop it up a little bit?
Yeah. At least make it look as nice as it was when you destroyed the place. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
Guy comes up, robs you, takes your wallet. Maybe he calls you an Uber and pays for it out of your wallet before you leave, so you got a way to get home.
Someone steals your car, they detail it for you.
Yeah.
Bring it back with a full tank of gas.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think all of
nice.
that would be wonderful.
So at least this guy is well on his way to instilling that maybe.
Yeah.
In that part of society.
A nicer culture of criminal.
That's right. A more courteous criminal.
Yeah.
That's right. So props to you there, Marcus Hubbard. If you're going to steal the mower, at least mow the yard.
We should put them in the nicer jails.
That's right.
I think so.
Yeah. Give them the padded, sofa and stuff.
Well, he just needs some grass to mow. I think this guy's good. If they catch him, you know what? Hey, serve your time. Just go mow the prison yard.
That'll be his work release.
Yeah.
Mowing.
Yeah. Could be
out along the different areas of town. You can take him. He can the city hall, different places. He can
instead of picking up the trash, you just mow the dishes.
Mow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him an edger. Let him edge some sidewalks.
He might be good at it too.
Maybe he's like a really bad DC or Marvel villain. The mower. Like, what are you doing? I steal the mower.
Mow man.
I mow people's yards. Like, it's not real bad, really. I mean, you shouldn't take the mower, but I didn't weed whack though. I don't know.
That'll show them.
That's right.
Anyway, there's a little comedic relief.
All right.
For the episode.
Good.
Because we've been super serious before.
That's right.
Yes.
Tackling the hard-hitting problems
yes,
of
mushrooms
the day. Right.
and
menstruating cereal. How long is some time? We don't know.
Yeah. High school or school at work.
High school quiz. Yeah, we've been hard-hitting. So, all right. Did you have anything else?
No, that's it.
Well, let's try to find this gentleman a job.
All
Because
right.
he'll need
Well, it
one when
sounds
he
like
gets.
his work ethic is not bad.
No,
so he's halfway there.
It is. I mean,
Well, I
I'm
got three
impressed with that.
I got three potential ones for him. here.
3 of them. All right, let's go. Number 1.
The first one is Claire's Boutique in the mall.
Ooh.
So they're looking for a part-time manager / third key holder.
All right.
Opportunity. It's an opportunity. So you could, as a third key holder for Claire's, you will be responsible for supporting your store manager and assistant store manager with the achievement of retail store targets by driving sales. So you really have not a lot. You've got 2 other people above you as the third key holder. So you're supporting the manager, assistant manager. You may open and close the store. That's why you need that key as the third key holder.
The third key.
Yes. Maybe it takes all 3 keys to open the store. It's kind of like the, nuclear code. You got to have a couple keys. Maybe that's what it takes for a Claire's. You need 3 keys to open the doors.
Well, minimum 3. So.
Minimum. So there are some responsibilities at Claire's. We found these on some other job requirements. There's some pretty good ones. Some high school required.
Well, some. It's ambiguous.
There is.
We don't know how much.
We don't. That could be a day. It could be 3 years.
Just some.
The same person must be writing the prescription instructions.
They could be.
Here's some.
Some. But
You're going to have some good times.
That's right.
How much? I don't know.
But you have to have a minimum of 1 year retail experience. So some high school with a minimum of 1 year retail experience. Excellent verbal / written communication and organizational skills. So you got to have communication and organizational. Those go together. Basic computer skills. Minesweep, Solitaire. You
I was
got
thinking instead of Pascal or C++, we have basic.
That could be. You gotta have a language. Understand the importance of customer service. You don't have to do it. You just have to understand.
You don't have to understand customer service either. Just the importance of it. You know what customer service is? No, but I know it's important. I would know what it was if I had more high school.
Yeah.
But I only had some.
You have a sound understanding of mathematics and strong reading comprehension skills. So you can make that change of not dimes and nickels.
Yeah,
you got to be able to count that. So strong mathematical skills. Ability to stand during scheduled shifts.
Oh, I can't. I cannot stand. Well, that's kind of, what if you have a physical issue where you can't stand? I don't know that they can say that.
You have to have the ability to stand. It doesn't mean you're going to stand.
Oh, yeah,
you have to have the ability.
I can sit, but you need to stand maybe.
I don't have the ability to stand. I can't stand.
Some standing, maybe.
Yeah. The ability to maneuver up to 25 pounds regularly and up to 75 pounds occasionally. Maneuver it.
What does that mean?
You don't have to.
You
don't have to lift it. You just
you
maneuver it.
You have to maneuver it up or down or sideways. I'm sliding this box around, maneuvering it here or there. So 25 and
75.
25.
So 25 regularly and up to 75 occasionally.
We have regularly, some, and occasionally.
Yes.
Again, we don't know how much that is.
Okay, now the next one is bending, stooping, extended reaching, climbing ladders, and step stools.
Oh, you're going to climb a step stool? Then a step stool is like, hey, step, I can't climb. I'm afraid of heights. Get on that step stool. Climb that step stool. I can't.
So it's bending, stooping, extended reaching.
I can just regularly reach. I can't extend.
I've got to make my arms long.
I have a problem with that.
Like Inspector Gadget. Climbing ladders and step stools while placing merchandise throughout the store and assisting customers.
From the step stool? From one
or the ladder while you're bending
the store from one spot.
You could be stooping, bending, all those
on
things.
the step stool
while distributing merchandise
to the front of the store and the back, and the customer's going to come and ask you a question.
And maneuvering 25 to 75 pounds.
This sounds like a lot of work for the third key holder.
Yes,
doesn't
it does. You have to have the ability to operate POS system. Pizza.
Yeah.
It's a crappy system we got here.
It is.
Let's see. Then we got the whole diversity, equity, inclusion, all that. We will accommodate applicants' needs upon request throughout all stages of the recruitment process. Please inform us of the accommodations that you may require. I'd like a 4-star hotel.
Yes. A limo would be nice if you could pick me up.
Maybe a meal.
Yes.
And
twice a day I shall require a cannoli.
Only messages sent for this purpose will be considered. So if you send them some other message, they're not going to consider you for the third key holder.
Hey, how are you? You're not considered. Why do I picture this as like Ghostbusters 2? I'm the key holder. I'm the gate master. There is no Claire's, only Zool.
Yeah.
This next one, I really just like the title of the job. Joint Replacement Sales Manager.
Joint replacement?
It's a drug dealer, I think. Hey, man, I need another joint.
Yeah.
No, it's actually for your joints, like shoulders and elbows. And,
Sir, can I interest you in a new hip today?
well, you would be the sales manager, so
We have a Memorial Day sale that is unbelievable. Buy one shoulder joint, get the second one half price. We'll help you to
Some assembly acquired.
Yeah,
Installation not included.
we'll help you extensive reach or whatever.
Yeah.
What was it
There
with
you
Claire's?
There you go.
extended.
Extended reaching
Yeah.
for those hard jobs that you're trying to get.
Well, this one you don't have to do any, pushing stuff around or anything. It doesn't sound like, but it does say it goes through. Our benefits include bonuses, commissions, healthcare, insurance benefits, blah blah blah. All those things. It's got a long list of things that their benefits are. Not to mention various social and recreational activities, but they mentioned them. They said not to mention.
And just various.
Yes.
Don't know what they are. Could be anything.
Social activities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll talk to you.
Let's see. What do you
Maybe we'll
need?
like one of your posts on Facebook or Instagram. See? There's a perk right there.
It says you need a bachelor's degree in a relevant field. Is there relevant fields in joint sales? I mean, is there some college you could?
I don't know.
Elbow replacement 101. I
wouldn't be shocked.
Limb replacement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
discovered there is.
Yeah. So, all right, one more. And this one puzzles me. It's a guest servant agent at a Hilton.
Wait, what? Guest
Service agent.
Service or servant?
Service.
Okay.
You said servant the first time.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that?
Oh, I think I got agent worked in
you
there.
get somebody who comes to your room and just to serve you.
I have to show up in a loincloth and a giant feather and fan you. Man, this job sucks. Look at this. Another bonbon servant. All right, buddy, here.
Can't wait to apply for that third key holder job.
Yes. I hope they call.
So,
Talk about extended reaching in this job. I'll tell you what.
so this is for Hilton
guest
Hotels.
service manager?
Guest service agent.
Agent.
So you're like a concierge probably or something. And this is at Hilton. And the thing that really got me about this one is this is on, geez, I just forgot the name of the website. It's very
Indeed?
popular. No, it's not Indeed. It's LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
So this is
Okay.
LinkedIn.
Okay.
You'd think they would vet theirs pretty good. LinkedIn's a big organization.
Sure.
Okay, well, this is a Signia by Hilton, and it's located in San Jose, Illinois. There's only 530 people in San Jose.
I don't think it's in San
And
Jose.
this employs 10,001 plus employees. I don't think San Jose.
And for everybody else not in Illinois, I know it's San Jose everywhere else. But
Yes.
in Illinois, they pronounce it San Jose.
Yes. So they right in their headline, it says guest services agent Signia by Hilton, San Jose, Illinois. It's got IL right next to it. I know of no large hotels in a city of 530 people.
I don't know of any hotel in that city. I mean, they've got some houses and I think in a grain elevator. I mean, there's not much there.
It's a blink and you miss it kind of a place.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a little while, so maybe
it's really grown. I don't know.
Really come up.
So when I saw that, I was like, San Jose, Illinois, Hilton. Have not heard of that one. Maybe it's like an Airbnb Hilton.
With 10,000 people?
So I'm not sure where you would wind up working if you applied for this one.
I don't know. That is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Jose, Illinois.
San Jose, Illinois, Hilton.
All right.
Doesn't say it does say on site.
Interesting.
So I don't know. See, even LinkedIn, they need to get their stuff together.
They do.
So out of this batch, I think the Claire's is probably the most
Claire's
versatile.
Yeah.
You know, because only some high school.
Yeah. Now, the climbing the step stool might be a problem.
Well, and the ladder at the same time, because you're going to reach the top of the step stool, but your other foot's still going up the ladder while you're carrying 25 to 75 pounds and distributing merchandise around the store.
And extended reaching.
Yeah.
Yes. And bending and stooping. Stooping.
Quit stooping. I'm bending. Or your bending looks like a stoop.
That'll be on your annual review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
You
bend.
work on your form.
Mike's a great bender, but his stooping needs work.
Yes. We're going to take his third key from him.
Yes, it is.
Well, you take the third key, you're fired at that point. Basically.
Maybe they give you a little key, like a luggage key, so you still have it, but it really doesn't do anything. Doesn't open up anything. You keep playing your cards right, you'll get the big key.
That's right.
Then the manager has like the key to the city key. It's giant. Fits around his.
I am the number one key holder.
The number one
the
key
first
holder.
key, yeah.
Yeah, someday you too may be the number one.
It's a cutthroat gig there.
That's right.
Work your way up to first key.
That's right. When you can
Claire's
maneuver
in the
25
mall.
to 75 pounds while distributing merchandise, you'll be ready.
Yes.
All right.
They just have earrings and stuff there, don't they?
Yes.
I think 75 pounds is a lot of earrings.
That is a lot of earrings.
Maybe, or really big. Maybe it's 2 giant earrings. I don't know.
I guess
seems like a lot
a
of
box of like lots of earrings.
I mean, he would have to be a lot to get to 75 pounds. But anyway, all right. Well, I got nothing else.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. We hope you have a great week. Once again, enjoy the Memorial Day for our United States listeners. The rest of you out there, we hope you have a great week. And we hope you're tuning in 7 days. Until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.
Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.